Hey, welcome everyone to a new game of Catan. So let's have a look at the board. What do we see here? Um, okay, two good wheat spots, and I think three decent ore spots, or maybe four. I think everyone will get on the ore on this board. The 659 will be taken, the 348 and the 8510 will be taken. But I don't see it happening that someone takes um, one of these four spots twice. So that means I think I want to prioritize getting on the good wheat because on the way back I will get the good ore. So if I take the 8 for 10, for example, I can combine it, I think, really well with the 6 to 11. But what do we see more? So we also see that there are a lot of cheap wheat spots. But and we are third position, by the way, or second position. So that means if we take, for example, the 3-8-10 or the 8-5-10, we will get the 4-5-11 here. But is the 8-5-10 with the 4-5-11 stronger than the 8-4-10 and the 6-3-11? In terms of production, that might be. I could also take the 3-8-10 here, but I think the 8-5 might be taken. But there might be demand for brick on this board, so maybe the 8-5-10 is better, but then I will not have a good board, probably, which I don't like that much. It's a little bit tough. I could also just take the 3-4-8, I guess, getting on the double ore, the double wheat and double sheep. Maybe that's the best option for me because the 8-4-10, 6-11, a little bit too low sheep and no wood basically. I think I want to get on the 3-4-8 on this board. Getting on the best ore, the 8 ore might be blocked a lot and getting that extra ore might be pretty good. Because I don't see it happening that the 4-5-11 will be taken here. And also getting on double wheat means we are basically unblockable and playing the Ori cheap game. And also the 4 and the 11 will not be blocked in general, but it produces on average the same amount of wheat as the 8 and the 6 that might be blocked a lot. So I think we have a decent setup. We don't have too much production, but we don't need that much brick. And the 3-8-10, I don't think that's very useful because we are not getting to the port and this might be taken as well. So that's why I decided to go for the 3-4-8 here, getting on the double ore and uncontested for the 3-for-1 port, which I really like as an Ori cheap player and in general. But especially you are getting cities and then you want to port your production for resources you want. So I give the 8-5-10 to pink, but yeah, hopefully purple takes the 6-9-3 here because otherwise I do think um, pink might be in a strong position here. But I couldn't take the 8-5-10 because you cannot expect that the 6-9-3 will be open for second position. So it is really nice that, well, for position, that's the downside. He can take the 6-9-3 with the 6-3-11 or 8-4-10, 6-3-11. I think I should do that. Then pink will take the 6-9-3, which is amazing for him. And I will get the 4-5-11. So hopefully that turns out. But I could also see if purple takes the 6-9-3, that pink takes the 4-9-11. Not sure if now you don't want to do that, I think, because then you will let the 8-4-10 open. So I do think the 4-5-11 will be open for us. We are on the best cheap. We are on the best ore. And we are on one of the best wheat spots. So I think I like my position here. Oh, that's, yeah, you are looking for the wood port. I could see that here. But now you give the 6-9-3 uh, to pink. I don't think that is very useful. So pink end up with really strong placement here. But I didn't want to take the 8-5-10 because the 8-5-10 4-9-11 basically means you have no sheep. So you can play the road game. And you can't also play the yeah, you can play the road game, but not the army game That's why I don't like going for the 8-5-10 with the 4-9-11 here. I would like to get on some sheep too. So maybe pink is, but I think pink should definitely take the 6-9-3. Pink is in a very, very strong position. And with his rogue material, he might cut me off if he wants to. But I'm not sure if he wants to do that. Then I'm a little bit worried, but maybe I think you have two 3-for-1 boards here. It's not worth it to go for that. So as expected, I can take the 4-5-11 here. And red will take the 9-10-11 here, I think, for sure. Or the 3-10-11 and going to the 2-9-10. He has multiple options. I think I want to go with the 4-5-11 here. Doesn't make sense to point my road left, so I will point my road right. So we have a decent setup, but I'm not sure if it's the best setup. Let me know down in the comments what you will do as second position. I think you have multiple options, but I don't like the 6-3-11 here. So I didn't want to place on this spots over here because I don't think this is just not too good of a setup. So I wanted to get on the ore, and then I have to make a choice. Do I want to place on the 3-8-10, 8-5-10, or 3-4-8? So the 8-5-10 could make sense as well. It's a strong producer spot, or the 3-8-10, but then you could be vulnerable on the 8 ore, which I didn't like. So you already see that we are getting blocked here. So at least we are on the 4 ore as well. So that's why I prioritized getting on the 3-4-8 here. And there it is. There's what you already see. So I definitely want to get a development card early game. Okay, I think purple will put it on the 9 wood here. Or the 10 brick. I think both are viable. Yeah, and they fortunately recognize that pink is by far in the strongest position here on this board. Okay, it's time for getting a development card. And we are getting the Year of Plenty, which may be really, really nice here. However, we don't have that much road material. We could use it for a city as well, I think. But most of the times as the OG player, I want to use my Year of Plenty for getting the settlement. That's the hardest task as an OG player. So if you can do it with the Year of Plenty, I would use it. Because you will get a city anyway in the future, I think. We have a ton of ore, good wheat income, so I'm not worried about that. So let's see what did roll so far. I'm looking for wood and brick, obviously. The 5, 9, and 10. Okay, there's 1 5 and 1 9. So red does have 1 brick, and so does pink. So maybe I might want to do this with red. He definitely needs the wheat. Okay, but if he wants 2 cards for it, I want to pass here. And also a little bit cautious giving wheat to red, because the 6s did roll as well. So maybe I want 2 brick for it. Do I want to give him a wheat for it? I'm not sure here. Yeah, but you wanted the brick for it. I could see that. And you don't need the wheat. You're on the 8 and the 4. The 4 did roll a couple of times. Yeah, and you will steal from me probably here. And you're getting my ore. That's unfortunate. If you can give me a wheat for 2 brick, I want to do it. I know you have 2 brick to spare. Unfortunately, that we are getting blocked a lot here. Unfortunately, no 8 so far. Um, I think I want to pass here. I can't do anything with these cards here. Unfortunately, he took my ore because now I can't get another development card. Okay, we are getting the boot. That's really nice. So we only need one more resource to settle on the 3-for-1 port here. Um, I think I want to do it for a wheat, but not sure if you are interested because the 6 did roll a couple of times. But this gives me the road settle here. I also have to be cautious by pink. He might blow me to the 3-for-1 port just to block me out of a settlement spot. That would be really bad. 2 9s did roll. Yeah, I think, but it's not efficient for you to do that though. Yeah, you're going to the A3 probably. And another 4, wow. We are really lucky early game with these 4s here. Okay, now I have to make a good trade here. So I will offer just a wheat. I need to settle here. So let's see if someone is interested in the wheat here. I will do wheat for brick. Or a wheat for a wood here. Maybe someone's interested. I don't want to do a 2-for-1 here. I don't think that is very efficient. So in that case, I think I want to get another development card. I could get a city as well, but I think getting a development card is better here. I want to get it off my 8 for sure. And I also want to steal a card because, well, we're not getting a very good trade so far. So maybe I have to get it myself. So who does have wood and brick again? Let's see. So I know pink does have a brick. Yeah, and I think pink is in the strongest position. And you will have wood as well. So I just want to steal from pink, I guess. Red doesn't have a board. So not sure what his game plan is. And he doesn't have the wheat. He can't connect roads. So I'm not sure what the game plan of red is here. Purple, now I see it did do a really good job. He can get some development cards now. Did he trade just a wood and a brick for a wheat with pink? And now we start to getting some devs too. Yeah, and that's not great for me. Because my game plan is winning with army here. Okay, I have a 50% chance now to steal the brick from pink. I think I want to block this 8 wheat. Also just to prevent... wow, they all getting development cards now. That's very bad for me. Um, However, though, do I want to play my knight? Yeah, I think I want to do that. I think the 8 wheat is pretty strong. I could also block the 6 ore, but I want to get the brick from pink. And pink is in a very strong position. Okay, we are getting the brick. That's really nice. So now I just buy my road to the 3-for-1 port here and wait. And next turn we can settle here. Okay, nothing happened, I guess.